What is up, guys? It's time to wrestle with Suplexus. I'm Suplexus, and today I am presenting another booking video. Now, for today's booking video, I'll be booking Edge's final road to gold. How many times did I just say booking? I do not know. But, anyways, I'll give you the basic premise of this video. So I was watching Raw, him and Austin Theory, and he was going for the US title. And I was thinking, you know what? Even though Edge said he wants the championship, I know he wants the championship, the world championship, because he retired as the world champion, and it's been, quite frankly, a over 10-year journey to get back to that spot. So I am presenting my pitch for Edge's final road to gold, whether he wins it or he doesn't. This is his final road to gold. Let's get started. So to get started, I will start from WrestleMania coming up. So it is presumed that Edge will fight Finn Balor at the WrestleMania, especially considering the events of Raw. So when this match happens, I believe it will take place in Hell in a Cell, and Edge wins this match. Edge wins it, and he is celebrating. He is so happy. He's like, I'm the champion. I'm not the champion, though. He doesn't say he's the champion. I messed that up, jumbled my words, but he signals he wants the title. That is night one of WrestleMania. Hell in a Cell, Edge wins. Judgment Day feud over. On night two of WrestleMania, Roman Reigns defeats Cody Rhodes for in the undisputed Universal Championship match. It's a hard-fought battle, but in the end, Roman Reigns wins by pinfall, and perhaps clean. I hope so, because he's been retaining dirty a lot. But that'll have to be seen. Alright, so backlash time. Backlash mode. I was not supposed to switch the slide. I messed that up accidentally, but accidents happen. So Edge wants the world title. Meanwhile, earlier on WrestleMania, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens unseat the Usos to win the tag team titles, and they want a shot at Roman because they haven't gotten their revenge. So Edge organizes a fatal, or Adam Pearce organizes a fatal four-way match for Backlash. I'm taking the WrestleMania out. I know I love you, WrestleMania Backlash, but just this one time. It looks better on the match card. Backlash Fatal 4-Way Undisputed Universal Championship match. And this is a crazy match, I tell you. There are tables broken, the stages broken, everything's broken. But in the end of the match, Kevin and Sami are laid out on the outside, and then it's just Edge and Roman. Roman goes for a spear, Edge leapfrogs over it. Roman runs into the ropes, he runs back, Edge hits a spear. One, two, but then Jimmy Uso stops the ref from counting three. And Edge is pissed off. He's like whacking him with the chair. Boom, boom, boom. Solo runs down. Boom. Jimmy doesn't run down. That will be important. Jimmy Uso does not interfere. But they cost Edge the match. Roman, he picks up the scraps, spears Edge. 1, 2, 3. Roman Reigns pins Edge. He is still the undisputed Universal Champion. Money in the Bank build time. Now, Edge is a very angry man, but Adam Pearce is like, look, you got pinned at Backlash. We can't give you another title shot at Money in the Bank. Edge will be pissed off. And then Adam Pearce is like, but as it is called Money in the Bank, and as that is your staple match, your favorite match, your most successful match, quite frankly, I will be putting you in a qualifying match to be in Money in the Bank. In the qualifying match, Edge beats Solo Sikoa via countout, and he gets in the Money in the Bank ladder match. And after the match, Solo and him get in a brawl throughout the crowd. Also, we have Roman Reigns fighting Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins wins a number one contender match. He is fighting Roman Reigns at the Money in the Bank premium live event, not pay per view. So now we get to Money in the Bank. What hell? So in the Money in the Bank ladder match, Edge wins it, overcoming the odds. Who should I have him last through off the Money in the Bank ladder? Let me think. Let me think. Let me think. Let me think. Who is a big heel that can be thrown off the ladder? Who is a big heel that can be thrown off the ladder? Austin Theory. Edge throws Austin Theory off the ladder, and he wins Money in the Bank. He does a spear off the ladder. That's so dangerous, I know, but that looked cool, so whatever. Alright, Edge wins Money in the Bank. Later in the night, it is Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins for the Undisputed Universal Championship. God, that's a long name. But in the end, Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, there's no winner. It might be a count out where one of them wins. Might I wouldn't have a DQ finish. Don't do a DQ finish. But Roman Reigns keeps the title, and that is the important thing. He keeps the titles. But he doesn't beat Seth Rollins. Like, pin him. He doesn't pin him. And Seth is pissed off. Maybe, actually, I'm gonna swap the order. Because it'd be better to end the show with a feel good moment of Edge winning Money in the Bank. Rather than, like, a non finish. Yeah, I'm swapping the order. There we go. SummerSlam build. Let's go. Alright. So Edge is Mr. Money in the Bank. And then people are asking him, when are you gonna cash in, man? When are you gonna cash in? Like Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, they're like buddy buddy with him. Because they both got like screwed out of the title like a million times, all three of them. They were like, man, when are you gonna cash in? Edge is like, you know what? I've said this before, but I'm gonna mean it this time. I'm announcing I'm gonna cash in my Money in the Bank briefcase at WrestleMania 40. Because I know Seth Rollins is a champ. I know he is the best, but I'm gonna cash it in then. But as he's announcing that, it is announced also for a number one contendership for SummerSlam. And since Edge has been racking up some wins, him and Seth and go through a tournament, number one contender tournament, and they're fighting in the end. But Seth Rollins defeats Edge. I would have it clean personally, cause why not? We've had a lot of interference finishes. Let's prevent another one. So Seth beats Edge. He is going to SummerSlam. And as Seth does not want to get the shot thrown away again, he says to Roman Reigns, I want to fight you in a ladder match at SummerSlam so that there's no disqualification, no bullshitting, none of that. Me and you, ladder match, let's go. And perhaps, looking back, I would have Edge announce he's in cash in at WrestleMania after the number one contender match, because that would make a bit more sense, yeah. So, SummerSlam build. Solo Sikoa is still a bit grumpy that Edge beat him by countout. Edge and him have a mini feud, and it's announced that they're gonna square off at the SummerSlam event. So, SummerSlam time. Edge and Solo Sikoa, they go at it. Edge wins the match and celebrates probably. And now it is time for the main event. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, round. God damn it! How many matches have they had? I don't know, like four, I think. Round four for pay-per-view matches. I'm not counting like random SmackDowns. They are squaring off. They're going at it. But at the end of the match, both men are laid out in the ring, and a ladder is set up in the middle of the ring. You think you know me? The announcers are like, "Oh my god, I thought he was gonna cash in at WrestleMania 40." But he comes down, he cashes in Money in the Bank. He's But then he goes in the ring, he eats a spear right away. So now there's a triple threat match. They're all going at it. They're going crazy. The crowd's wilding in Detroit, WrestleMania 23 hometown. That stage is beautiful. Oh my god. And they're wilding out. Edge spears Roman Reigns like he did to Austin Theory off the top of the ladder. But then, oh my god, it's Jimmy Uso. He hits he hits Edge with a chair. They're like, no, not this way. Not like money. Not like backlash. Not this way again. There's a ladder set up on the outside, like a ladder bridge. Uso splashes him through the ladder. But then out from the crowd, we haven't seen him for months after he lost the tag titles to Sami Zayn and Kevin, and then he walked out on Roman. Out of the crowd, it's Jey Uso. He's beating up the bloodline, Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa. He takes off his hoodie. It's a crazy moment. And he's kicking their asses. Seth hits a stomp on Roman. Seth goes for a stomp on Roman, but he gets speared. Roman Reigns retains the title, but surprisingly, Jey Uso is back. But still, the Usos cost it. Edge the match. This is a crazy ending. It's truly electric in Detroit. This is one of the greatest one-on-one slash triple threat matches of all time. And SummerSlam goes off the air. Now we are in the build for Extreme Rules. So, Edge after this, he is written off TV. They say that he got broken ribs because of the Solo Sikoa match combined with Jimmy Uso injuring him. And he is out of action because he is both physically and mentally broken at the fact that he can't win a title and at the fact that he has broken ribs. Now, Extreme Rules build. So, with all these interferences going on with Jimmy Uso, Solo Sikoa, all these like fluky finishes with Roman retaining, Adam Pearce comes out and he's like, "Look, Roman, you've been champ, you've been dominant for over like 18 months or over 16 months. You've been dominant, Roman, as a double champ, but all these hungry wrestlers on the roster, they're itching for a world title. And you, quite frankly, do not deserve both titles because Adam Pearce is pissed off by this point at Roman Reigns. Always getting out with the both titles. So he's like, at Extreme Rules, it's put up or shut up. Because you're going to defend your title in 2 matches. You are gonna defend your Universal title in the beginning of the night, and you will defend your WWE title in the end of the night. And the person And to determine one of the matches, I have allowed this man to pick his title, to pick what title he wants, and he will fight you. Seth Rollins' music plays. Roman's like, what the hell? And then Pierce is like, well, Edge cashed in. The bloodline wrecked the match for him. He probably would have won the match if it was not for the cash in. And I allow second chances here. He went through hell to get that opportunity. He's been waiting so long. So Roman Reigns, you're gonna defend your title in a stipulated match at Extreme Rules. And then Roman's like, okay, okay, okay. It could just be like that match, he's thinking. And then Adam Pearce is like, and Seth Rollins gets to make the decision. Roman shocked. Seth Rollins chooses Hell in a Cell for the for the Universal Championship belt. And Roman Reigns is rightfully pissed. And Roman Reigns is like, okay, what about the WWE title match? He's like about to rip Adam Pearce's head off. It looks like Adam Pearce is like, well, for the WWE title match, seeing as you've held that title hostage, seeing as we want to find a way to get it off of you, seeing as you've pretty much never been pinned, never been submitted since 2019, I have found 4 hungry Raw superstars, and they will fight you in a fatal 5-way match for the WWE Championship in the main event. And Roman Reigns is pissed, and he spears Adam Pearce. So we get to Extreme Rules now. Credit to whoever posted this PNG that I can use for the match card instead of spending 10 years on this Extreme Rules match card. Credit. I just put the text in and then I put the PNGs of Seth and Roman in. But credit to you. So, the first match, Roman and Seth, Universal Championship Hell in a Cell. Roman Reigns retains the Universal Championship. He finally beats Seth Rollins. And later in the night, however, Roman defends his title in a fatal 5-way match. And it looks like he's got the belt won. He spears Bobby Lashley. And he has the cover. 1, 2, a masked figure, like all covered in black, pulls the ref out the ring. Roman Reigns is like, what the fuck? The ref is like, what the fuck? And then, the masked figure goes in the ring. He looks at Lashley, he looks at Roman, and then he takes Roman out of the ring and destroys him. And then he puts his head on the announce table. Everyone's confused. He gets a cheer. Concerto takes the mask off. It's Edge. Edge has costed Roman the title. Meanwhile, Cody Rhodes slides in the ring. He hits 3 crossroads in a row on Bobby Lashley. And he pins him. The new WWE champion, Cody Goddamn Rhodes. And he has been in a feud with Lashley since their SummerSlam bout. And he beats Lashley on this day. He pins him. Everyone is going crazy. And Edge escapes through the crowd, gives a nod at Cody. Cody gives a nod back. There we go. Now we get to the next SmackDown episode, the following SmackDown. Roman Reigns is pissed off. And then he's like, Edge, what do you want, man? What do you want? I've beaten you so many times I've lost count. For the past 3.5 years, man, all I've done is beat you. That's been the story of your life, hasn't it? You're you're at the top. You're beating all these legends. You're beating AJ Styles, Randy Orton, Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, Damian Priest. The names go on and on and on. But then you knock on Roman Reigns' door and he kicks it down and he kicks your ass in doing so. Why do you want this, Edge? Why do you want my attention? Why do you want my attention? Then Edge stands on the ramp, he's about to talk. And then Roman Reigns is like, no, 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 no. You're gonna stand far away. You're gonna stand far away from the tribal chief. You get your ass in here. You're not allowed. Then Edge is like, make me. And then Roman's like, you know what? You know what? You're not allowed to do that. Listen, you can't do that to me. You can't do that to me. After what you did to me this past weekend, after what you took from me this past weekend, you've taken more from me than anyone's taken in my entire life. You hear me, Edge? You're gonna come in here. You're gonna talk to me like a man. You can't just run in and attempt to decapitate me. Extreme Rules to take my WWE title off my shoulders. You can't do that to me. You're gonna come in here and you're gonna say what you have to say. You're gonna explain what you've done to my face. Or you'll forever be known as a crybaby. You'll be known as a guy who can't beat Roman Reigns when when it's your best night. On your best night, you can't beat me. On your worst night, you can't beat me, obviously. On your worst night, I'll smash you and stack you. And on your best night, you won't be the winner. You come down here, say it to my face, look me in the eyes, say what you have to say. Edge comes down, he's like, fine, but it's a trap. Jimmy Uso attacks Edge from behind. Roman's like, you really thought that I'd let you get away with this, Edge? He doesn't see it in the mic. He talks to him. Edge is crawling on the ground. You really thought that you could take my WWE Championship and I would let you walk away? You really thought that would happen? No, no, no. It's an eye for an eye. You take my title, and I'm gonna take your career right now. Roman Reigns directs Jimmy Uso to bring two chairs in the ring. He puts one under Edge's head, then concerto. He concertos him. Commentary table goes quiet. Roman Reigns says, again, concerto. Again, concerto. Again, concerto. Again, concerto. Concerto, concerto, concerto after concerto, till finally Edge is a heap, yet stretchered out. WWE.com says that the doctors have said Edge could never wrestle again. This is unfortunate news. And Roman Reigns laughs and he says, no one gets away with assaulting the head of the table. You had this coming. I could have given you everything, Edge, but you wanted these titles. You wanted your dream. Listen, Edge, you shouldn't have. You shouldn't have came back right now. You should have taken more time to recover. You should have came back in another 5 years. You would have won the title for sure. If you came back a bit earlier, you would have won that world title for sure. But here's the issue. I have ascended to become the tribal chief. And then I ascended to become the head of the table. And then I ascended to become the universal champ. Then I ascended into God mode. Then I ascended to become the undisputed universal champ. But now you took that title away from me. No one takes titles from me. You hear me, Edge? So I had no choice. You gave me no choice. Wish your family the best. And Beth Phoenix, remember, the tribal chief will respect you if Edge can't. Mic drop. So now, for the next few months, Roman Reigns is champion. He is running through the roster like it's nobody's business. He beats Randy Orton at Crown Jewel. He beats Bobby Lashley at Survivor Series. He beats every conceivable name. He beats AJ Styles at the Royal Rumble. Talk about the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble match is happening. And Edge is in the arena with the neck brace and all. And he is rooting on for the competitors. Then number 30 hits. Edge is by the announce table. He wants to see who wins the Rumble. At this point, he becomes a commentator, let's say. Number 30, he takes off the neck brace. He, I don't know, say he has pants that he can take off easily. He takes that off. Edge is in the Rumble. And for the third time, tying Stone Cold Steve Austin, Edge is the winner of the Royal Rumble. He is going to WrestleMania 40. He is going to beat Roman Reigns. And now it all comes back. At the Royal Rumble 2020, Edge and Roman had their first encounter. This was the night that Edge returned after 9 long years, and Roman Reigns eliminated him. He spoiled the party, he spoiled the return. And then at WrestleMania 37, it was supposed to be Roman Reigns versus Edge. But one way or another, it became a triple threat due to a certain Bryan Danielson. And that triple threat, Roman Reigns humiliated Edge. He destroyed Edge in every conceivable way. He smashed him, he stacked him on Bryan, and he pinned him. Money in the Bank. Edge and Roman had another match. Even though Seth Rollins contributed, it still ended. Roman Reigns beats Edge. And Edge, ever since, he has been trying to find ways to get back to where he was. He tried to end the story with Seth, but he didn't experience much success as he fought The Miz. He tried to create a group called the Judgment Day in order to boost him and people who have been held back, but he ended up being turned on, and that costed him a year of his career in a blood feud with said group. He's tried countless more times, to fight Roman Reigns, but he could never win it when it counted. The ref never hit that three on the mat. Now, let's come down. Roman Reigns versus Edge, WrestleMania 40. Earlier in the night, Jey Uso defeats Jimmy Uso in a brother versus brother match. But on this night, Edge wins the title and he begins his final run as world champ. That is the end of the video. It was either Edge or Jey Uso. Storytelling wise, I believe Jey Uso might still be a better option, but this would still be a great way to tie up Edge's career. He could lose the title after he puts over a star, presumably. I'll let you decide who he puts over, but this is how I end the career of the Rated R Superstar. I thank you for watching. This has been Suplexus. Let me know what you think. Comment down below what video you'd like to see next. Thank you for watching. Have a good night, morning, or afternoon.